Good morning. As we start the day, there's an urgent weather story developing that everyone needs to know about. A major storm system is brewing, and it's set to impact the central and southern United States this weekend in a way we haven't seen in quite some time. This isn't your average fall storm. This one has the potential to disrupt the lives of millions, bringing a wide range of severe weather hazards, from damaging winds and hail to the risk of tornadoes and flash flooding. The Storm Prediction Center has already issued a rare Day 4 severe risk, which is a strong signal that meteorologists have high confidence in a significant outbreak. This level of early warning is unusual and underscores the seriousness of the situation. The setup is classic for a major event. A powerful upper-level trough of low pressure is currently crossing the Rockies, and as it moves east, it's spinning up a new surface low across the plains. This is the kind of atmospheric pattern that can lead to explosive storm development. What makes this system especially dangerous is the collision of two very different air masses. Cold, dry air will be plunging down from the north, while at the same time, warm, moist air is surging up from the Gulf of Mexico. When these two meet, the atmosphere becomes extremely unstable. This explosive clash will fuel widespread intense thunderstorms on Saturday, with the potential for supercells capable of producing large hail, damaging winds, and even tornadoes. Lightning activity will be frequent and dangerous. While the system could finally bring much-needed rain to areas suffering from drought, the main story is the danger. We're talking about the possibility of travel disruptions, power outages, and flash flooding in vulnerable spots. Emergency crews are already preparing for a busy weekend. The threats to life and property are real, with the potential for significant damage to homes, infrastructure, and communities. Downed power lines and blocked roads could make emergency response challenging. This is a dynamic, high-impact event that will evolve quickly, so conditions could change rapidly from one hour to the next. If you're in the path of this storm, now is the time to start preparing. Make sure you have an emergency kit ready. Review your family's safety plan, and secure any loose outdoor items. Don't wait until the last minute. Stay tuned for frequent updates as this storm develops. Follow trusted sources for the latest information, and be ready to act quickly if warnings are issued for your area. The next few days will be critical for millions across the central and southern states. Stay alert, stay safe, and keep an eye on the sky as this major October storm approaches. Let's track the storm's journey as it unfolds across the country, following its every twist and turn. This powerful system is set to impact millions, and understanding its path is key to staying prepared and safe. We'll break down what you can expect in your area, so you and your loved ones can make informed decisions and take the right precautions as the weather changes. Today, the system is organizing over the western U.S., bringing a mix of heavy snow to the California mountains, fierce winds, and soaking rain to states like Wyoming and beyond. These early impacts are already being felt, with travel delays and hazardous conditions reported in several areas. Over the next 48 hours, the storm will intensify as it crosses the Rockies, gathering strength and tapping into warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico as it enters the plains. This combination will fuel its growth, making it even more formidable. By Friday, a distinct frontal boundary forms, setting the stage for severe thunderstorms. Expect the potential for damaging winds, large hail, and even isolated tornadoes as the front sweeps across the central states. Saturday marks the peak of the storm's intensity. The low-pressure center settles over the Midwest, while a powerful cold front surges across the Mississippi Valley. This will bring a dramatic shift in weather, with heavy rain, strong winds, and rapidly dropping temperatures. Expect rapid deterioration in conditions Saturday afternoon and evening, especially in cities and towns along the storm's path. Outdoor plans may need to be changed as the weather quickly turns dangerous. The storm races east on Sunday, spreading rain and gusty winds into the Ohio Valley and southeast. Flooding in low-lying areas and scattered power outages are possible as the system moves quickly through these regions. By early next week, the storm finally exits the East Coast, leaving behind a trail of cooler air, wet roads, and widespread impacts. Communities will begin cleanup and recovery as the skies clear. This is a fast-moving, far-reaching system, affecting nearly every region in its path. Stay tuned for updates, and be ready to adapt as the storm evolves. Let's pinpoint the highest risk areas. Saturday's bullseye: Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, and Mississippi, especially around Little Rock. Surrounding states like eastern Oklahoma, northeast Texas, northern Louisiana, southern Illinois, and western Kentucky are also at risk. Damaging winds, over 70 mph, large hail, and tornadoes are all possible. Heavy rain could trigger flash flooding. Millions are in the risk zone. Don't be complacent, even on the edges. Prepare now. Have multiple ways to get warnings. Know your safe place, and secure outdoor items. This is a high-impact event. Being ready is your best defense. Stay weather-aware and check for updates. Saturday could be a dangerous day for the Mid-South and lower Mississippi Valley. What will these storms look like? Meteorologists are watching for two main severe weather modes Saturday. First, discrete supercells, rotating storms that can produce large hail, damaging winds, and strong tornadoes. These could form in the afternoon, then merge into a line by evening, shifting the threat to widespread damaging winds. Second, storms could organize into a line from the start, a QLCS, bringing a broad swath of damaging winds and brief tornadoes. Both scenarios are dangerous and could overlap in different areas. The exact evolution is still uncertain, but the risk is clear. Stay tuned for updates as meteorologists refine the forecast. Saturday will be a long-duration, evolving severe weather event. Know your plan, and be ready for changing threats. Stay alert to the latest warnings. This storm is the finale of a multi-day severe weather episode. The risk began Wednesday in the southwestern plains, with scattered storms and hail. Thursday, the threat shifts east to Kansas and Nebraska, isolated severe storms possible. Friday, the risk ramps up for Oklahoma City, Wichita, and Kansas City as the system strengthens and Gulf moisture increases. More thunderstorms develop, mainly bringing hail and strong winds. Each day, the storm moves into a more favorable environment, building toward Saturday's outbreak. This is a classic organized system, not a pop-up event. The day-by-day progression gives forecasters confidence in a major Saturday event. If you see severe weather to your west, your turn may be next. Stay alert as the system marches east. To understand this storm, look at the national jet stream pattern. The jet stream, a fast-flowing river of air high in the atmosphere, plays a crucial role in shaping our weather. It acts like a conveyor belt, steering storms and influencing temperature patterns across the continent. The jet stream is in a high-amplitude, wavy setup, big troughs and ridges driving active weather. These waves in the jet stream can lead to significant weather changes, bringing everything from severe thunderstorms to calm, sunny skies, depending on your location relative to the troughs and ridges. A powerful trough crossing the Rockies is fueling our severe event, with more troughs lined up behind it. This trough is pulling in cold air from the north and warm, moist air from the south, creating the perfect conditions for severe weather outbreaks, including heavy rain, hail, and even tornadoes. This pattern creates a strong storm track across the central U.S. and sharp temperature contrasts. The clash between warm and cold air masses along this storm track can lead to intense weather events, with rapid changes in temperature and conditions. Cold air dives south behind troughs. Warm air surges north ahead, fuel for storms. This dynamic interaction between air masses is a key driver of the severe weather we're experiencing, leading to thunderstorms, heavy rain, and strong winds. Expect repeated rounds of severe weather as this pattern holds. The persistence of this jet stream configuration means that we could see multiple storm systems moving through the same areas, increasing the risk of flooding and other weather-related hazards. The Pacific Northwest could see heavy rain and flooding from atmospheric rivers. These narrow corridors of concentrated moisture can bring significant rainfall, leading to swollen rivers and potential flooding in vulnerable areas. The rest of the country faces a roller coaster of heat, cold, and storms. From heat waves in the south to snowstorms in the north, the varied impacts of the jet stream will be felt nationwide, making for a dynamic and unpredictable weather pattern. October will stay busy and active. Buckle up for more wild weather. As we move deeper into the fall season, the jet stream will continue to drive a variety of weather events, keeping meteorologists and the public on their toes. The jet stream is the engine behind it all. Its powerful influence on our weather patterns cannot be overstated, making it a critical factor in our daily weather forecasts and long-term climate trends. While the U.S. braces for severe weather, the tropics are also heating up. Models hint at a possible tropical system developing in the southwestern Caribbean later this month. Warm sea surface temperatures and undisturbed waters make this region ripe for storm formation. If a system forms, It could strengthen rapidly. The U.S. East Coast is likely protected by a strong trough, steering any storm away. However, islands like Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Cuba, and the Bahamas should stay alert. A potential storm could impact these areas next week. Residents in the Caribbean should review hurricane plans and monitor forecasts. Stay tuned for tropical updates as the situation evolves. The jet stream is splitting the country in two temperature-wise. The east will see a major warm-up, with southerly winds pushing temperatures above average. This warmth fuels instability ahead of the storm, setting the stage for severe weather. The west, meanwhile, stays chilly, under persistent troughs. The sharp contrast between cold west and warm east powers the storm track. This pattern will hold for at least a week, keeping the threat of severe weather alive. Any disturbance along this boundary could trigger more storms. It's a classic but especially strong fall setup this year. Stay weather aware as this pattern continues. Here's how to stay safe as the storm approaches. Have a plan. Know your safest shelter, whether it's a basement or an interior room. Mobile homes and vehicles are not safe. Get to sturdy shelter. Set up multiple ways to receive weather alerts. No AA weather radio, smartphone apps, and more. Don't rely on outdoor sirens. Check on neighbors and the vulnerable, and prepare a basic disaster kit. The active pattern will continue. Expect more temperature swings and storm threats in the coming weeks. Stay updated on forecasts, especially if you're in the risk zone. Watch the Caribbean for potential tropical development. The bottom line: a major storm is coming Saturday. Damaging winds, hail, and tornadoes are all possible. Take it seriously, prepare now and stay safe.